How's it going, guys? It's Josh here. Now this keyboard right here, I've been using it for the past 4 weeks and it's probably one of the strangest keyboards I've seen. It's actually made by Ajazz, the same company that make the very popular AK48 keyboard. However, after doing a quick Google search, there's not really a lot of info on this particular model. It's called the AK48. The main reason I was eager to check this one out is because of the colour. There's not a whole lot of white keyboards on the market, so when I do see one, I'm always up for checking it out. Thanks again to GearBest who continuously provide me with all this cool stuff to show you guys. So I'm going to get straight into the design. It's very striking with an extremely glossy all-white chassis. We have these nice angular edges which make it look quite modern, and the whole thing is just very smooth. There's no screws or bolts sticking out anywhere, it's just a very simplistic design. We do have this pretty large logo on the palm rest. I don't normally like logos, but since it is such a simple design, I think in this case it does benefit from having a little something to spice it up. The palm rest, by the way, is obviously non-detachable as it's literally part of the chassis. There's no metal at all on this keyboard, it's all plastic, so there is a bit of creaking if you bend it. There's also no retractable feet on the back, although the body is designed in such a way so that it already has a comfortable angle for typing. I love the cable, it's a good length and is braided with this white and silver pattern. It looks really nice. Although interestingly the cable comes out of the right hand side of the keyboard, it's a bit odd, most normally come straight out the centre. It's a bit of a pain to align if you've already drilled a hole in your desk for centrally located cables. So yeah, design, gloss white, quite unique but not necessarily the most premium feeling thing being all plastic. Right, moving on to the switches. None of the places that sell this keyboard actually say what they are. However, if we remove one of the keycaps, which by the way is quite difficult since they're recessed into the chassis, we can see that they are in fact Kale switches, more specifically Kale Blacks. They are a linear switch, so there's no click like you would get with blues, they're just smooth. I personally don't like linear switches, to be honest. I like to have that click so I know I've pressed a key. They are much quieter than clicky switches, which might be a bonus for some, but while the switch itself is nearly silent, bear in mind that if you are a heavy typer, they're very easy to bottom out, which results in noise from plastic hitting plastic. Here's an example. So perhaps the strangest part of this keyboard is the lighting. Now despite all the listings describing this as an RGB keyboard, it's definitely not, it's multicolour. Each row is a different colour and cannot be customised. However, there are a few different lighting profiles that can be accessed with FN plus any of these 6 buttons here. Here they are. FN plus end does allow you to light up chosen keys with a custom profile. You can save it by hitting FN plus end again. The keys are either on or off, unfortunately you can't change the colour. And finally, FN plus the arrow keys can be used to adjust the speed and brightness of each effect. My favourite is the first effect as it kinda looks similar to the rainbow effects that you might find on an RGB keyboard and does look very nice in a dark room. Now as far as I know, at one point it was possible to get this keyboard in black with blue switches, although I can't really find anywhere that sells it anymore. So what we're kinda left with is a non-RGB white keyboard with black switches, which are definitely not the most popular, and with quite a high price that doesn't really reflect the quality we're getting. I mean, it's all plastic. I do actually think in some people's setups this keyboard would look really good with its all white glossy design. It did catch my eye initially just because it doesn't look like any keyboard I've seen before. Although features wise for the price you could definitely spend your money better elsewhere. So yeah, I'm not particularly sure who it's aimed at, it's a very quirky keyboard. If you do fancy checking it out, links will be in the description. Thanks for watching today guys, if you haven't already hit that subscribe button and I'll catch you all in the next one.